As a business owner, we all dream of creating a viral video that not only grows our YouTube channel, but grows our business by continuing to perform and bring in new customers month after month. It's true, a viral video can be an evergreen pathway to subscriber growth, business growth, and ad revenue growth. I know what you're thinking. It's not possible for a local or national business to create a viral video. Think again. In this video, I'm going to break down how I created a viral video for my criminal defense law firm and what lessons you can learn so that you can turn around and apply them in your own business. Now, let me introduce you to the video. I am the owner of 2 law firms and a YouTube consulting business where I help other business owners and entrepreneurs grow their businesses with YouTube. However, for my criminal defense firm, I recently created a YouTube video that received 3.9 million views in 4 months. The return on investment? Not only did I sign up over 15 clients totaling over $75,000 in legal services, but I also earned over $23,000 in ad revenue in 3 months from one video. So, how did all of this happen? In January 2024, I was brainstorming different video ideas, and I knew I wanted to do something and create a video that was specific enough for my niche, but also broad enough that many people would be interested in watching it. So I decided on the title, 5 Tips Whenever Cops Want to See Your Guns. Why? Because in our YouTube course, I break down the importance for business owners to consider the fact it's really important to start your YouTube journey by creating very narrow topic areas. And then as you begin to establish your expertise in the marketplace, you can broaden the topics so that you bring in more viewers. I had already gone very narrow with my criminal defense law firm. So now I had the challenge of realizing I was going to create a video about the ATF coming to someone's door and demanding to see their guns. But if I made it only limited to an ATF video, it wasn't going to perform like I wanted it to. So I needed to find a way to create a thumbnail and title and content concept that would also be broad enough to attract everyone who had any interest in police interaction and having a gun. This is critical to understand. It's all about how you frame your video when you're trying to launch a viral video. Even though you may be speaking about a niche subject, like the ATF coming to your door and asking about guns, you have to frame the video from a broader perspective with both the thumbnail and the title to put the potential viewer in a position of interest by saying, what if a cop, a police officer, comes to my front door and asks to see my guns? But why did this video specifically perform so well? In reality, it's a combination of 4 factors. Number 1, thumbnail and title. Number 2, impressions. Number 3, formatting and editing style. Number 4, retention and average view duration. I discuss in more detail in our YouTube course and in other videos the importance of thumbnail ideation and creation. But for this video, we went very specific. We went with a clear picture of 2 police officers standing at someone's front door. You can clearly see that is the context in the picture. And then we see the text. Notice the text, "We won't ask again." What does that do? It creates tension, it creates curiosity, and it pushes the viewer down to the title. Once the viewer now has curiosity from the thumbnail, they go down, and what's the first thing that they see? They see the solution. They see, quote, 5 tips. By making the title 5 tips, we are making it very clear to the viewer that we are providing them a solution to the tension and curiosity that was created through the thumbnail. Viral videos almost always create a thumbnail that makes it clear about what the video is about while also creating curiosity. Now, how do we know that this title and thumbnail combination worked? By measuring the click-through rate relative to the impressions the video received. I really like to see how the click-through rate performs in the first hour on all of my videos, because that will tell me very quickly how well my video is resonating with both my subscribers and regular viewers. If at the end of the first hour, my click-through rate is pretty low, lower than normal and average, I know it's not performing like it should, which means I need to start thinking about considering pivoting to a different thumbnail or title combination. Notice, this viral video had a very healthy 18% click-through rate in the first hour. Here, I knew this video was performing well, so I didn't need to touch the thumbnail or the title. However, in order to truly create a viral video, you need to have the combination of a very healthy click-through rate, but also a very high volume of impressions. Let's take a look at how this video performed from an impressions perspective in its first 8 hours. As you can tell, we had 1.2 million impressions at the 4-hour mark, and then we had over 3.3 million impressions at the 8-hour mark. Now, how does this happen? First, the topic must appeal to a broad audience. Second, the combination of the title and the thumbnail needed to create enough clarity, curiosity, and urgency to earn the click. When this happens, the YouTube algorithm begins to suggest this video to every viewer profile who has an interest in law enforcement and law enforcement interaction, and it begins to suggest this video at a ridiculously high volume. Now, all of this can work great, but if the viewer bounces off the video because they think it's clickbait, this video will fail miserably. Fortunately, this video had more watch time hours than average, and the average view duration, which is the amount of time a viewer on average watches the full length of the video, this one was over 6 minutes. Which means it was higher than normal, which indicated good, strong content. How is all this happening? Here's where you get to formatting and editing style. Here is where you really need to know your audience. What type of editing format does your audience prefer to watch? In the earlier days of YouTube, people really liked fast, quick edits. It made it similar to watching an action movie. But with professional service businesses like law firms, most of those audiences are not looking for the ADD type editing. Instead, they wanted tightly scripted videos that were thorough with in-depth analysis, but at the same time provided captions to help keep them engaged as they learned the content. Take a look at the difference in these two editing styles. When the police go fishing, they're going to use whatever bait they can to get you to start talking. And lying straight to your face is one of their favorite tricks. Can you refuse a police officer if he demands to see your guns? Well, it depends. We're going to look at two different situations. One, if a police officer or an ATF agent shows up at your front door. Notice the difference in editing styles there. It's important to understand what your audience prefers, and then you can serve that up to them to help meet their needs. By doing so, you'll have a longer average view duration, a longer percentage of the video will be watched, and you'll have more views. By analyzing your target audience, which we spend a lot of time doing with our YouTube consulting clients, you can make sure and edit and format and structure your videos so that you will have viewers coming back to binge watch more and more of your content. Why is this important? Because ultimately, never forget the primary goal of YouTube is to keep people on the platform watching videos for as long as they can. If you are making videos with engaging titles and thumbnails, and then you provide them an editing style and top-notch content that they prefer, you can ensure that you're going to keep that audience on your channel longer, and YouTube will then turn around and serve your content up by suggesting it to new viewers. That is a recipe for channel growth, business growth, and revenue growth. So we've covered how a viral video can jumpstart and transform not only your YouTube channel, but also your business. But is it possible to use YouTube videos to grow a service business by an additional $2 million in revenue a year? Check out this next video where I show you how I did exactly that in one of my law firms, how I was able to grow our revenue growth by $2 million extra a year, and I'll break it all down for you. See you over there.